Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spotlight thing under the Championship Battle Rules, which are the equivalent rule sets of the VGC 2019 season. We are in the Sun Series at the moment, the very first portion of this three-stage season, and we have kicked off in our last episode with this Drifblim Yveltal team. We've got Kyogre, I should say, Kyogre Yveltal team with Drifblim, Lele, Incineroar and Amoonguss. So in our last episode it was a little bit frustrating. We had the one game where double protect, and I had a little rant about double protect being a mechanic, and then in the next game as well we kind of needed to hope for a little bit of RNG going our way at the end, but it didn't quite come. And we kind of outlined as well at the start of the last episode as well. If you haven't seen it, do click over here, you can go back and check that out. But we outlined that we probably needed the Incineroar really to help us with the Ferrothorn. And ultimately that's what it came down to at the end. Otherwise we would have been pretty alright, I think, had the RNG shined down on us, but it did not. But we'll jump into it again today. Hopefully we'll have a bit of better luck, and we'll not let yesterday's results get the best of us. You gotta move on. You gotta learn from these things. But as always, guys, if you enjoy the content, if you like the videos, please leave a like on this video. It does really help the channel out, and it helps the video out as well. So here we are. Better crank the music up. We've got our first opponent. They are playing a team of Kyogre, Scizor, Tapu Lele, through Tornadus, Kartana and Lunala. So that's Tornadus Therian form, which you very rarely see. It's got a base speed, I think, of 120 or 121 or something like that. It's really fast. So I'm going to benefit from Kyogre's Rain. It gets access to things like Hurricane and stuff like that that has 100% accuracy in Rain. So it's going to be a little awkward to deal with. I do feel like Drifblim's alright here, and Yveltal's actually not bad either, because Yveltal, outside of the Lele, does really good work against the Lunala. It can do good work against Kyogre. It's got foul play for Scizor. The Tornadus Therian, whatever that's doing, will be able to do stuff against that. Kartana as well. So all in all, it doesn't do bad. Do I want to bring the Drifblim Lele here? The Tailwind's going to be good because my opponent's only got Tailwind, so matching their Tailwind's always going to be a good thing. I mean, the Lunala has access to Trick Room, so that is a thing. I'm pretty sure it gets access to Tailwind. I should learn a little bit more about Lunala, but we could go that and then go Yveltal and Kyogre in the back. What's wrong with that? Is there anything wrong with that? I mean, Incineroar makes a lot of sense here because of the Scizor and the Kartana, and the Intimidate would be good, and the Lunala, but we do have Yveltal, and it's too late to go back now. So, Straddy, me laddie, we're going up against you. Good luck to you, my friend, and we'll get kickstart into this first game today. So, yeah, and the one thing about this Kyogre Yveltal build, we may change things going into next week after we've had a lot more games with it, but one of the things that I wanted to play with was primarily the Drifblim Lele. Like I said in our last episode, I really have a lot of confidence in this pairing. I feel like it's very strong, and it's something I've wanted to try for quite a while now, so it's nice just getting it on the field and being able to do some stuff with it. So we see the Lunala, we see the Tornadus come out from my opponent. I feel like I can Tailwind, and do I want to do anything? It'd be kind of nice to save Lele, I think. Or do we just throw out some attacks, to be honest? We could just Psyshock the Tornadus. We've got the Sash as well, so it might not be a bad idea to do, or we could break the Sash on that Lunala, which again isn't the worst thing. You could go for a Moonblast into that, so I think that's we're probably better off going for that. We'll go Tailwind and then go Moonblast there. I feel like you go, okay, Tailwind, Taunt. Too late though, we got the Tailwind, so Moon dies to Beam. It's going to be into the Drifblim, I guess. Could be into the Lele, I mean. If it is, I don't mind, just like I said, we are Sash, so we are able to take that. And then break that ability on the Lunala, which is the big thing, and then we can start really throwing some attacks at it. Look at that damage, it does nothing. pitiful. It's pitiful. Okay, let's go for an acrobatics into the Lunala and let's sack Lele. Oh, do we double into the Tornadus, I think, here? Because we don't need to worry about Lunala too much. I feel like Tornadus is going to be the thing that actually goes for Tailwind if it's got it. Not the Lunala. Lunala protecting. So we get that right. If we can get rid of this Tornadus, that would be excellent. So it is going to be boosted acrobatics. Still, yeah. Ooh, what's that? Is that a citrus berry? It's going to be a citrus, isn't it? Crazy. Plain citrus. But it probably makes sense if it survives, so it's worthwhile. No. Okay. So we get the Tornadus. So, Strati, I'm sorry you were able to get your... Tornadus theory looks so weird. It's kind of like Tornadus with, like, kind of... I don't know, like mutated into a kind of like flying man with wings. I think it's the legs on it that look kind of weird. I really don't like. Anyway, we see Lele come in, so at least now we can just double into the Lunala with acrobatics and sack the Lele here, I think, and just go for Moonblast and just get some damage onto it. Like, we got Kyogre in the back to come in and do some stuff. Wow, that does so much. Oh, okay, that's a critical hit. So we get pretty lucky. So RNG shining down on us graciously today. That'll be able to pick up the KO out of Lunala. That's really unfortunate for my opponent because I think that double up there doesn't take the Lunala down. It might do, but I really don't feel like it does. You see the Moonblast come out from the opposing Tapu Lele getting rid of ours, which is just a free switch in for us into Kyogre here. And we can just throw out some water spouts. You've still got the Tailwind up, and Drifblim still sitting pretty, and Kyogre coming out for my opponent as well. So I think we just go for a water spout and acrobatics into the Kyogre. We're coming all Irish, coming out all Irish, and if that is the Scoff Kyogre, it might throw out. Oh, okay, my opponent just forfeits. That's a bit of a shame, and I don't blame them, to be honest. Good game, Strati. The crit acrobatics was pretty unfortunate on the Lunala, like taking that down. I mean, we guessed the protect on it right the previous turn, so we put ourselves into a nice position, but still, it made things way more difficult for them after that. And like, you could imagine that probably that forfeit comes after the Kyogre probably is scarfed as well, without many options, and once we get a couple of attacks onto it, it's not really going to be doing too much after that. So at least we pick up a victory, round 1, guys, so that's good. And I guess we better choose some music because I keep forgetting. What are we going to go for? Legendary Pokemon. Let's go for that one in our next match, and hopefully it doesn't take too long to find our next opponent. So and there we go. The bell chimes. Cresco is coming at us from Italy with a team of Hitmontop, Cortana, Kyogre, Dialga, Rabombe, and Tapu Lele. So I guess the thing that we have to be a little bit conscious of is Speed Swap Rabombe. Whenever I see that Pokemon, I'm like, it's the only reason why you would use it. It has Speed Swap, it's pretty fast, and with a Trick Room Switch kind of core, it works pretty well as a nice alternative mod to the team. The things that we're going to have to be a bit careful of here, obviously going to be that Tapu Lele. Trick Room going up, so I feel like with the speed swap as well, that Amoonguss is really like not a bad idea, because at least, the very least, we could pull in those speed swaps and pull it away. And I'm pretty sure that's how it would work if they went for a speed swap with their opponent. I don't know if Rage Powder interacts like that. I guess we'll find out, because I'm going to bring the Amoonguss anyway. Okay, so what do we do? I want to bring the Amoonguss. Drifblim Lele is like still a really nice lead, because we've got the Taunt. It's just, it makes it a bit more difficult against the Dialga. I'm going to go Yveltal. I'm going to go Amoonguss. I think we probably want to bring... Do we want to bring Incineroar here? Like, it's nice in general, and probably Kyogre as well. Like, the Intimidate's nice against the Cortana, against the Hitmontop. The Fake Out support is pretty nice as well. We're stalling out Trick Room and also trying to get our speed control going as well. So, good luck, Cresco, and let's hope we can kind of continue this the streak today. Tuesday is normally a bad day for the channel. Tuesday is not normally a good day, but hopefully Tuesday today is a good day. I hope you've all had a good day. I'm gonna stop saying good day. Sound like 1950s, like store clerk or something. It's weird. Alright, so Kyogre and Ribombee coming out. I honestly feel like it's going to be speed swap all the way. Speed swap all the way. Do we try the Rage Powder to pull the speed swap in? Imagine having a super fast Amoonguss. That would be amazing. I'm just going to Snarl as well with Yveltal in Rage Powder. I mean, we could see Dazzling Gleam come out from Ribombee. I'm pretty sure it learns it. Ribombee is just going to withdraw. The Rage Powder is useless, but the Snarl's not if we go first. We're going to see. It's going to be Scarf Dogger, isn't it? It's going to be. Okay, there's the useless Rage Powder, unless it's Thunder. So we do outspeed Kyogre. So this might not be the worst play in the world. If we see Thunder come out here, which quite possibly could be the thing with Electric Train coming onto the field. Thunder, there we are. Excellent. So Amoonguss will eat that up. Yes. Bring it on. We obviously need to worry about Dazzle now. Dazzle's a thing. Could we Tailwind here and switch into... Or do we just Rage Powder again and Snarl again? Or Protect and switch into... Oof. I mean, it's probably better if we actually go Tailwind. And Grass Knot, maybe. Tailwind, Grass Knot. I feel like Dazzling Gleam and Water Spout is going to come out here for my opponent. Okay, the Tapu Koko going to retreat. Ribombee coming back in. I wonder what the Kyogre does then. Does it go Water Spout? I'd imagine it does, right? Water Spout. Okay, so it's still going to be hitting. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. There's a Grass Knot though. That does a chunk to Kyogre. So, okay. Now, like, the aim of the game for us now is to get our Kyogre in. I can't imagine you want to Thunder the Amoonguss slot. You might want to Ice Beam it. Kyogre going to Protect. Did we just see a Tailwind come out? Matching Tailwind. Get another Snarl, which is always going to be nice. Ribombee, I've got this horrible feeling it gets like, oh no, it's Tailwinding, but it's slower than I Yveltal. I guess it's always going to be slower than I Yveltal and Tailwind, isn't it? Always. We can just Snarl and we can go Water Spout. Again, that should be enough to take down the opposing Kyogre. It will be enough to take down the Ribombee. Pollen Puff. Ooh, okay. That's nice, that's nice. That's the other thing Ribombee does. Ribombee avoids the Snarl, but Kyogre does not. Thunder is going to come out and do some big damage to something. Yveltal. Okay, to Kyogre. Great. That Snarl kind of saving our bacon a little bit. No pun intended. Okay, we get the Ribombee. So we get rid of the healing properties from that little bee. Tapu Koko. Okay, we really need Amoonguss. Okay, I'm going to protect Yveltal, and I'm going to bring in Amoonguss. Is Amoonguss too obvious though? I feel like it probably is, but at the same time, we need the protection from those Thunders. And like, neither Pokemon's like, okay, it's Dialga. Okay, so we need Incineroar. We like 100% need Incineroar. Because we've got low kick on Incineroar. Like, the one thing the team lacks a little bit as well is the ability to hit stuff hard, like Ferrothorn and Rain. especially when your fire attacks are kind of weakened, makes it very difficult to do. We can start sporing things now, which is kind of nice. We could just spore the Tapu Koko and switch into Incineroar actually, which probably isn't the worst thing, and then we preserve our restricted. The other option is we could potentially switch in Kyogre, where Yveltal is, for the rain to protect against the flamethrower from Dialga, but at the same time, like, you're going to take a Thunderbolt in the slot, which isn't ideal. Then putting the Tapu Koko to sleep's like a really nice option here for us. Can't imagine the Dialga goes for a Trick Room with Amoonguss sitting on the field. Okay, what's that? White Herb. Alright, and Dazzling Gleam will come out. Amoonguss done. Don't care about that. We should take a fire. Okay, Draco Meteor. Into Incineroar. We'll be able to take this though. Just, man. Just. Wow. Okay. But we are able to put this Tapu Koko to sleep, which is nice. I think I'm gonna. What do we do? Tailwind Pillars out. Do we just clear Smog into the Koko and trying to get rid of it and low kick the Dialga? Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that, to be honest. Like, the Kyogre could come in on the Dialga slot, but my opponent just forfeits. Okay. Cresco, good game. What is it today, guys? We're not able to finish games. Opponents just finishing way too prematurely. Like, I think we're fine from that point, because the Dialga probably takes about 50% damage from the Incineroar. Koko is definitely sleeping that turn, so we get clear Smog into it, do some good damage, do 50% of the Dialga. Dialga throws out probably another Draco Meteor. It is -2 though, so it's not going to get anything. If the Kyogre switches in the Dialga slot there, then the low kick, if it doesn't, it probably gets it after the grass knot damage onto it, to be honest. But who knows, it might not as well. It would be very close. But yeah, I don't think my opponent had too many ways to kind of come back in that situation, so yeah, at least it's another win. And it does mean that we finish a little bit earlier, and it means we're going to get 3 games in today, which is great, so always good. And we've got Luna from Germany as our next opponent, 1620 rating, playing a team of Yveltal, Groudon, Ludicolo, Tapu Fini, Kartana, and Salazzle. Huh, Salazzle's an interesting choice here, definitely. It's a fast fake out user, fire and poison. So something we need to keep in mind, be aware of. Drifblim Lele, honestly, here is like actually really good. We need to be a bit careful of the Misty Train. It's going to protect stuff like Groudon from being burnt, but I really think otherwise. Like, the acrobatics are going to be really nice against the Ludi, against the Kartana, even the Salazzle. It's not that bulky, so we'll be able to take stuff with it. It's going to be about what we switch Lele out to. What kind of things do we want in the back? Do we want to bring Kyogre to this match? Because the Ludi probably definitely comes, the Kartana probably comes, the Fini probably comes. There's probably Swagger as well. 100% the Swagger on this team. Like, you can guarantee it. There's going to be Swagger. It makes me kind of want to play Rage Powder a little bit, but if we can get the Tailwind up, like, that's my own opponent's wave speed control. We can get speed control up. They've got no Trick Room to counter us. I think we could do a bit of a sweep with Kyogre Yveltal. So let's see how we get on. Good luck, Luna. Your lovely, pretty, lovely floor. Well, it's not even floor, it's like a flock top thing, whatever it is. But you look fantastic. So I've got to stop getting so hooked up on these characters in game, in their clothing, their fashion. Yveltal, Salazzle coming out for my opponent. That's a nice lead. Salazzle does put a lot of pressure onto the Lele. But like, we guarantee Tailwind up if we want, which is nice. Like I said, like that's the main thing. Like, if we get the Tailwind up, the other option is going for the Will-O-Wisp onto the Yveltal. But we could kind of double into Yveltal here. With just Tailwind and then just Moonblast as well. Like, we are sashed with Lele, so unless my opponent like doubles the Lele, which leaves the Drifblim open to stay on the field with Kyogre the next turn, which I wouldn't mind, then that's fine. Fling into Lele. Oh no, our stash is broken and we are flinching. There's a Tailwind from Yveltal. Okay. But it does mean that like our Lele does outspeed that Yveltal, which is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. And an Acrobatics probably gets Salazzle here. Unless we see a Sucker Punch. Which might not be too far-fetched. So I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp the Yveltal. And I'm just gonna protect the Lele here. I feel like the Sucker Punch probably comes out. I feel like Sucker Punch is a thing, because you can Sucker Punch, we're not on the ground, either of us. Sucker Punch doesn't. Oh no. But it might mean that we do survive whatever the Yveltal throws out at us here. Sludge Bomb into the Lele, makes sense. Snarl, okay. Well, Drifblim's still not going to enjoy that, but it's not going to KO us. And we don't really care about it because we've got the Acrobatics. And like I say, I think an Acrobatics, like Salazzle, is not the bulkiest of things, so the one thing I could do is switch into our Yveltal and keep Lele around for a little bit later, because it might be nice to have the terrain support later in the game. I'm going to bring in Yveltal and I'm going to Acrobatics the Salazzle. Let's see, this will be interesting if this KOs or not. Nah, it's not gonna. Sludge Bomb, Yveltal will take it. Yeah, and there's Snow. Okay. But it means we do get the Salazzle the next turn. So we're doing alright, I'm just going to Acrobatics and I'm going to Snarl with my own Yveltal here. So Salazzle probably switches out. You would think they might want to save it for later on. But I think we take, well, we probably definitely take another Snarl if our Yveltal outspeeds theirs, which I presume it probably will. Maybe. Which will mean we take another Snarl. Which will mean we'll be able to set Tailwind up again, potentially. It's all up in the air at the minute. It will depend on what my opponent does. Okay, you get the Salazzle, they're just sacking that, so that's fine. We're going to see another Snarl come out, or knock off. No, another Snarl, okay, so... we don't take it. Unfortunate. And our special attack does lower, but we'll be able to lower our opponents as well at the same time. Well, it's not going to do very much. Doing nothing. It weakens that Snarl, I guess, as well, which is the nice thing. Both Tailwinds hit her out, so... we bring in Kyogre here, I guess we could, and then set Tailwind up. And we still got to switch into Lele. Otherwise, yeah, it's probably better that we do that. Kartana, alright. Okay. Like, honestly, I'm kind of tempted to just go Water Spout, Foul Play into the Kartana. Because I don't think it, like a Leaf Blade won't take Kyogre down. And I feel like the Yveltal probably wants to go Tailwind, or the Kartana wants to go Tailwind here. And if I can get rid of the Kartana, our life becomes so much easier. And we just need that one bit of chip onto the Kartana, potentially, because it's probably sashed. I would say. It may not be as well. But like Lele can deal with the Yveltal. no matter what. Like, it's fine. So Yveltal going to switch out. I wonder... Oh, we're going to see Groudon come in. Okay. I mean, that's still not bad. Because we'll get... Like, we'll probably not get very much damage onto the Groudon, but we should take a Leaf Blade from the Kartana. As long as it's not crit. Yeah. Pocket Berry. Hit the Water Spout. After the foul play, and we should take down the Kartana. Okay. Oh, I don't think we're going to get it. No. That is disappointing. That is disappointing. Do we get the Groudon with the foul play? That's the thing. Because we could potentially switch into Lele and go Tailwind. Because the Sacred's... Yeah, I'm going to go Tailwind. I think Sacred Soul will probably proc up Berry on our Yveltal. We get the Tailwind up, and then if we lose Lele for whatever reason, then we can bring Kyogre back in. Okay, so the Kartana switching out, Yveltal coming back in. It's just a Fire Punch. It's a Fire Punch from this Groudon. There's Fire Punch here, and it kills Yveltal. Then we're in a world of trouble. If it kills. Okay, so get the Tailwind. There's the Rock Slide. This will probably kill Yveltal. This is probably Nightfall. Oh, it doesn't. Wow. Okay. Pox that Berry though. Oh, we're in such a good position right now. We're in such a good position because we just kill the Yveltal with Moonblast. And we can just foul play the Groudon. And I think we can win this. Oh, don't. I thought it was like, for a minute I was like, please don't disconnect. Like, we don't need that. So we'll Moonblast and then we will foul play. I'm pretty certain a Moonblast should take this Yveltal down from this range. The Tailwind goes up from the opposing Yveltal. That could cause a few problems. But we like, I don't think foul play takes down the Groudon from that damage, that Rock Slide damage. But I just gotta hope that Moonblast is enough to take down the Yveltal. Gotta hope. Another Rock Slide's not gonna take down Lele, and it's not gonna take down our Yveltal, so we're not worried about that too much. So, moment of truth. Here it is. Moonblast. Is it enough? Come on, if it's enough, we win. It's enough. Okay, yeah. And then the Groudon goes down. If we lose something here, we get Kyogre in. We can just Water Spout in the rain. And it's going to be enough to take down this Groudon or the Kyogre. So that's like totally fine. That's a little surprising though. The Berry. So the Berry changes things slightly. Gonna see Precipice. Does hit into Lele. Probably takes us down, I'd imagine. But like I say, we lose something, we get Kyogre and we win the Weather Wall. We still got Tailwind up. We'll be able to deal with both Groudon and Kartana now. We can just foul play into the Kartana slot and Water Spout, and that will be game. And hopefully we get done. We've got a minute before 30 minutes hits. This is always the goal on these episodes. Try and get them done before 30 minutes is up. So let's Water Spout and just foul play. No! Oh, what have I done? I've doubled into the Groudon and misclicked. Hopefully the Water Spout's enough to take down the Kartana from this range. I could have just totally cocked this up. Clicking through too quick. Oh no! I mean, we're fine anyway. Like, I think it does, but it's just a dumb play. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Good game to my opponent. We could have totally cocked that up really late. Misclicking there, but it didn't matter in the end. So Kyogre able to pull through. The Berry on Kyogre really helped us there, and like we identified right at the start, like if we can get into a position where the Tailwind's up and we get Kyogre Yveltal in, it can really run through my opponent's team, and it really did do a lot of work there. So it was a really nice game. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It's been a really good one, to be honest. We've had really good games, and we've kind of, after yesterday's our last episode's disappointment, we come back with 3 wins today, so that like pulls everything all back around and puts us positive again going into our next episode. So we will wrap things up there, guys. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Thank you as always for tuning in. Remember to leave a like and do subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all of our guides and all of the other content that we have coming out at the moment. And I will see you for our next episode very soon. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves and bye bye.